Today, we're diving into the world of muscle memory. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, understanding muscle memory can change how you train. We often hear about muscle memory, but what is it really, and how does it help us learn and keep new skills? We'll explore the science behind muscle memory, its role in skill development, and ways to make it stronger.
Welcome to Also Ninja Fitness, where we share our love for sports such as Ninja Warrior, Parkour, and Gymnastics to help you achieve the power, skills, and freedom of movement of the functional fitness athlete you are meant to be.
Despite the name, muscle memory doesn't reside in the muscles. It's a type of memory stored in the brain. The more you do something, the more your brain expects you to do that thing, thus trying to make it easier for it in the future. Muscle memory is not just about remembering how to do a task, it's about making movements automatic. For example, once you've learned to ride a bike, you don't have to think about balancing, pedaling, and steering. Your brain has linked these tasks together. Similar to learning a new language, something that takes mental effort becomes fluent speech. It doesn't build muscle or strength directly. While those are important for performance, muscle memory is more about making movements smooth and easy. It's about training your brain to send the right signals to your muscles. So you can perform tasks without thinking, making your muscles and brain more efficient. To recap, muscle memory is the connections you make with your muscles from your brain to make things as easy as walking. When it comes to the brain and fitness, the nervous system is your star player. If we remember correctly, when you train your body for strength and fitness, you are always working out that nervous system, which can get tired and needs recovery. This is the same for bodyweight training and especially skill training. The nervous system is key to muscle memory, coordinating between the brain and muscles. When you learn a new skill, your brain sends signals through neurons to your muscles, telling them what to do. These signals travel along pathways that get stronger with practice, making the movements more automatic. Neuroplasticity, or the brain's ability to change and form new connections, is vital for muscle memory. Each time you practice a movement, your brain strengthens the connections needed for that movement. This is like turning a dirt path into a smooth road, making signals travel faster and more efficiently. There is a layer that covers nerve fibers. With consistent practice, this layer thickens, helping signals travel more quickly and accurately. This is why beginners struggle with new movements, while advanced athletes perform them smoothly. When you practice, quality comes first. So what you remember is quality, then comes quantity to build that highway. Have you ever tried to break a bad habit? If you are going to learn something, might as well learn it the right way to not have bad habits. Your brain remembers what you practice, good or bad. So, muscle memory is your brain remembering what to do to the point you don't need to think about it. Why do some movements become second nature while others stay hard? When you first try a new skill, it takes a lot of mental effort. Muscle memory is a type of long-term memory. It's strong and efficient, letting you perform complex tasks without thinking much about them. This is why musicians can play songs without looking at their instruments, and why athletes can perform well under pressure. For example, think about learning a basic push-up and then advancing to a handstand push-up. At first, you need to focus on each part of the push-up, but as you practice, these movements become second nature, making it easier to learn more challenging variations. Usually, the more complicated an action is, such as more actions, muscles, etc., if there is no frame of reference, such as not doing something similar to it, or if it uses one of your weaknesses, it will take longer. That's why learning the fundamentals and taking it slow will get you to learn things faster in the future and keep them longer. Muscle memory makes learning easier by turning hard tasks into automatic actions. That means with enough time, anything will become easier regardless of what it is. So if you are working on that handstand or amazing skill, just know that you will get there. Just like how someone can grow muscle faster than others. Our brains are different than others, which means some people will learn certain skills faster. That is okay. Everyone is on their own journey. But let's say we had to generalize it. How much practice is needed to make a new skill stick? According to research, it takes around 300 to 500 repetitions to build a new motor pattern, meaning you start feeling comfortable with the movement. To get really good at something, it takes about 3,000 to 5,000 repetitions. That's when you can start seeing and feeling the finer details of what you are doing to understand it truly. Then it takes around 10,000 repetitions for mastery. More complex skills, like the muscle up, need more dedication, only getting comfortable at the higher end of 500 attempts, beginning to get good at it after 5,000 repetitions, and reaching mastery after 10,000 repetitions. For skills that have a time component such as the handstand, the conversion gets trickier. You might start feeling comfortable with a handstand after about 5 hours of total practice, begin to get good at it after 50 hours of practice, and master at about 100 hours of focused practice. Breaking down complex moves or microdosing practice for short, frequent training sessions can be very effective. If you have been with us before, this matches the principles of the Russian method, which focuses on frequent, low-stress practice to boost muscle memory and skill learning. By spreading out your practice, you can keep the quality high without getting tired or injured. Understanding the importance of repetition helps us see why consistent practice is so important. Let's now explore techniques to enhance muscle memory development. What can help you learn skills faster and better? Building muscle memory isn't just about repeating the same movements. Visualization is a powerful tool. By mentally practicing a movement, you use similar brain pathways as physical practice, strengthening the connection between your brain and muscles. This can be especially helpful if you can't practice physically due to injury, or are worried about overtraining. Change it up by practicing a skill in different conditions or contexts. For example, doing push-ups on different surfaces or at different speeds challenges your brain and muscles to adapt, strengthening the overall learning process. This keeps your training interesting and ensures your skills are adaptable. Feedback is also crucial for muscle memory. Recording your practice sessions or working with a coach gives you insights into your form and technique. Immediate constructive feedback helps you make necessary adjustments and reinforce correct movements. Combining these techniques with consistent practice ensures your muscle memory develops effectively. With these techniques, you can enhance muscle memory and learn skills more efficiently. What I have wondered is how muscle memory works in beginners versus advanced athletes. What I mean is, if there is a biological difference that happens to our brains when we do this kind of practice, similar to having the muscle tissue and mental connections an expert bodybuilder has versus a normal person, how does experience level affect muscle memory? For beginners, muscle memory is just starting. Movements feel awkward, and you have to think hard about each step. But as you practice, your brain changes a lot. Beginners often see quick progress at first because their brains are rapidly adapting to new movements, as long as these movements are not too complicated. Elite parkour athletes and gymnasts show the power of muscle memory. Studies show that experienced athletes have different brain structures compared to beginners. For example, elite athletes have more gray matter in parts of the brain that control movement and coordination. These changes help them perform complex movements with ease. In real life, an elite gymnast doing a routine or a parkour athlete doing jumps and flips makes it look easy. Their brains have developed special pathways that let them do these moves almost automatically. This comes from countless hours of practice, perfecting their muscle memory, which then also allows them to learn more moves easier. With enough time and practice, that can be you too. Beginners need more repetition and basic practice, while advanced athletes can benefit from refining and varying their skills. However, advanced athletes might also need to unlearn bad habits, which can be challenging. Incorrect form or technique can become deeply ingrained, requiring focused effort to rewire the brain and establish new, correct patterns. Comparing muscle memory in different experience levels shows that everything we have talked about should hammer home two key ingredients: time and quality. Do something right and for a long time, and then it comes easy. How long can you retain skills, and what affects this? Muscle memory is known for its long-lasting nature, allowing athletes to retain skills even after long breaks. This is because once neural pathways are created, they are hard to erase. You might get weaker over time without regular training, but the memory of how to perform skills often remains, making it easier to regain lost abilities. Different factors affect it, including how often and intensely you practice the skill, the complexity of the skill, and how long the break from practice was. A gymnast or parkour athlete who has trained hard for years won't be starting from scratch when they come back after a few weeks. A study looked at older adults who had trained when they were young. Even after decades without training, they could build muscle and strength faster than those who had never trained before. Keeping some level of physical activity can help preserve muscle memory. Even if you're not practicing your main skills, staying active keeps your nervous system engaged, reducing the time needed to regain lost skills. Knowing that muscle memory lasts a long time is reassuring. Another study from the University of Oslo discovered that when you build muscles, your muscle fibers gain extra nuclei. Even if you stop working out and your muscles shrink, these nuclei stay. This helps your muscles grow back faster when you start training again. It's like your muscles have a memory at a cellular level. Muscle memory is a powerful tool for any athlete, whether you're a beginner or a pro. By understanding how it works and using techniques like repetition, visualization, and variable practice, you can improve your skill learning and retention. Remember, muscle memory is your ally in reaching peak performance. Your brain will remember your training no matter the quality, so why not make sure it is good quality? Over time, it will be automatic and at the level you want it to be. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to share this with someone to let them know that with time, they will learn that skill. If you want to learn amazing skills with bodyweight training, you will keep the free workout plan and app forever, so you will always get to the level you want to by visiting our website at awesomeninjafitness.com to help you master bodyweight skills. Stay dedicated, keep practicing, and let muscle memory take your fitness to the next level and stay awesome.